Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my favorite products of 2017. I can't believe that 2017 is over and we are moving on to 2018. It's so exciting. I love the end of the year, Christmas time, New Year's. It's such an amazing time of year. So today I'm going to be talking about products that I personally loved in the year of 2017. These products aren't necessarily products that came out in 2017, but they are products that I tried and just, couldn't live without. They were game changers. But now we are going to move on to this video and I'm going to let you know my favorite products of 2017. For my first product that I loved in 2017 are two foundations that I tried, fell in love with. They were game changers. One is a high-end foundation and one is a drugstore foundation. So I will talk about the drugstore one first. I heard a lot about this foundation go around on YouTube. I heard it was one of the better foundations at the drugstore, and I figured that I could only get it in the United States. However, I found it at my superstore, which is like a grocery store. I was kind of shocked that they had this brand, but I was super excited because there's so many products that I wanted to try, and it is by the brand Wet n Wild. It is their Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I am in the shade Buff Bisque. I love this foundation. Yes, I know a lot of people have said, and I agree, that the smell is very strong. It's very chemically paint smelling. I don't love the smell, but this actual product is amazing. I find that it blends out so nicely into the skin. It just like melts into the skin. I find that it lasts a really long time, and my favorite part of it is that it is so weightless. When I put it on, it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing foundation, and that is something I really like. And another thing I really like about this foundation is that it is cruelty-free. You can't go wrong with cruelty-free. I love cruelty-free makeup. I wish more brands were cruelty-free. Unfortunately, that is not the case. But I'm so excited that I loved this foundation. It's super cheap at the drugstore, and yeah, this is my favorite drugstore foundation of 2017. Now moving on to my favorite high-end foundation. It is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. This foundation was, I think, my second high-end foundation that I've ever bought. I bought the Naked Skin foundation, the original, and I thought that foundation was amazing. It was my first high-end foundation. I thought it was the bee's knees, but I heard so many YouTubers rave about this foundation, and so I just figured why not spend the money and try something that is very recommended. So I got this one, and when I first started wearing it, it was like a game changer. This foundation is so good. I find, again, it blends into the skin so nicely. I find my makeup goes on top of it so nicely. It is just so good. And I had never experienced a foundation like this before. I'm so excited that I tried this one. It's so good. It's so amazing. I feel that any age group can wear this, and it just looks flawless on the skin. The coverage is great. And yeah, it's just been a tried and true product this year. The next product I have for you guys is a concealer, and no shocker here, it is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I again tried a lot of different higher end concealers, and they weren't my favorite, to be honest. I tried like the Naked Skin foundation, which I liked, but again, it just wasn't my favorite. I tried a lot of drugstore concealers and a lot of them were good, but I tried this one and I just love how you do not need to use a lot of this and you just get full coverage. Like, you can put one little dot under the eye and it covers and it brightens, and it is amazing. I love the big wand on it. A fan favorite on YouTube for a reason. I completely get it. And yeah, like I said, I loved using this when I first picked it up. Next is actually my favorite bronzer that I discovered in 2017. There were a lot of bronzers out there that I tried in the year and really liked, but one that I used the most and was the most easy for me to use blend was the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. I just think it is the perfect undertone. I feel like it's not too orange, and it just gives a nice bronzy look to my face, and when I'm tan it looks good, when I'm pale it looks good, and I just like the formula of it. I like to use this kind of to do a little bit of contouring. I like to bronze up the skin with it with a fluffy brush. I just feel like I could do so many things with this bronzer, and it is just one that I really liked. I used a lot. I'm gonna skip over to highlight. For so long this year, I tried to get my hands on these when they first came out, but everywhere was sold out of them. They are the Cover FX Enhancer Drops. I got mine in Sunlight, and this is so good. It's such a beautiful, kind of more natural highlight, more skin-like. When I first got it, I found it a little difficult to work with because I was still kind of new to makeup, but once I kind of played around with it a bit more, I really fell in love. I feel like it just gives the most beautiful highlight and bronzy glow to my skin. I love to use this in the summertime, especially when I have a bit of a tan and I don't feel like I have a powdery look to my face when I use it, and these are just amazing. These are just a great liquid highlighter. I highly recommend them if you are looking for a liquid highlighter and you want to splurge a little bit. These are great. I love the shade Sunlight. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just, it's so beautiful. My favorite eyeshadows of 2017 was definitely a palette because I am definitely more of a palette girl. I used to only have single eyeshadows and I just never knew what to do with them. A lot of them were just so random that I couldn't create a look with it, which is why when I started to buy palettes, I realized how awesome palettes are. I just feel like everything matches in the palette. You can do so many looks, and I just feel like you get more bang for your buck with palettes. And this past year, I purchased the Morphe 35O palette, and it is probably one of my favorite palettes out there. It is just such a beautiful everyday palette. You can do so many looks with it, and I'm struggling at opening it. Just give me a second. You can do so many looks with it. I love how there are lots of light neutral shades and a lot of pretty orange shades and dark shades and cool tone shades and warm shades. It is all around just an amazing palette. It is one that I feel like every collection needs because I feel like it has so many wearable shades, and I just like how it has lots of pops of color in it as well, which are those really nice orangey shades, which I feel you can wear orange all year round. The quality is amazing. They're so pigmented. There's not a crazy ton of fallout or kickback, and I just always pull this out when I'm doing a quick look. I grab a couple of the neutral shades and brown shades, and then I just buff them in my crease and I'm done. Super easy, super pretty, and these are totally worth the money. I 100% feel like Morphe creates such amazing shadows for the price, and the amount of shadows you get in these palettes, they're just amazing. I highly recommend Morphe eyeshadows. The next item I have is actually a brush. It is a brush that I purchased at a random drugstore on my way to Edmonton because I left my makeup bag at home and it was the only brush that they had there, and so I bought it. The brand is called Kit Brush. It is this powder brush, and it's kind of got a bit of a paddle effect to it, so it tightens here and then kind of poofs out on the side. And this brush isn't high-end or high quality whatsoever, but I absolutely love to use this brush for bronzer. I don't know what it is, if it's the shape, if it's the bristles and how they're not super soft but they're not super rough. They're kind of in between, that it just bronze my face up so nicely. Getting like in the cheekbone to kind of carve them out without it being a harsh contour. I just love the shape of this brush. It is amazing. I always use it when I'm doing a quick little bronzer in the morning, when I'm doing like my 5-minute makeup for work, and I just grab this all the time, and I don't know why. It is just something that happened this year, and I'm so excited that I have it because it is an amazing brush. And I don't know where you guys can find this, but yeah, I thought I would talk about it anyway because it is great and I use it like almost every day. So I had to mention it. Last but not least, I actually wanted to talk about some lip products that I tried in 2017 and fell in love with. I've mentioned them in some previous favorites videos, and they are the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipsticks. These guys are amazing. They are one of my favorite liquid lipsticks out there. They are so affordable. They're like $6 in Canada, and the colors are so pretty. I love the applicator on these. They have like a little indent on them. They're so pigmented. I wouldn't say they last like all day, but to be honest, I have not found a liquid lipstick that I don't have to reapply. And I know that's crazy, but I don't know what it is about me. Maybe it's my lips. Maybe it's what I do. Maybe I like my lips too much or eat weird. I don't know, but liquid lipsticks don't last on me at all. So I don't know what it is, but even these don't, but I still love them because they don't dry out my lips. I don't feel like I have to like put lip balm over top of them like some of my other liquid lipsticks. And I feel like the color payoff is amazing. They're not patchy. Well, none of the ones that I've tried are patchy. And I feel like compared to a lot of my other liquid lipsticks, because they're so comfortable, I don't find that I'm touching my lips, kind of rubbing my lips at all. So they do tend to last a bit longer on me for that reason. I actually have 3 of these. One is in my purse. I usually have at least one of these in my purse because I wear them almost every day. And they have just been a major staple in my lipstick collection. I highly recommend them. And again, they are super affordable, which is the best part. So yeah. Okay guys, that sums up my favorite products of 2017. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys can try some of these products if you haven't already, because honestly, every single one of these are amazing and I recommend them to any of you who want to splurge on makeup or who are on a budget and want to try those lipsticks or that foundation. I highly recommend them. I hope that you guys all had an amazing 2017 and that 2018 will be amazing as well. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!